Hey everyone, and welcome back to round 3 of the GR Butt Kicker Cup series, where today we are here at Daytona in P13 for a race that is definitely going to be an absolute roller coaster ride. So buckle your seatbelts because this is going to get crazy. But just before we head to the tracks, I'd like to give a massive shout out to Tom Andrews Sim Racing, who was kind enough to make this livery I'm running today and plan to run for the rest of the series. He creates some incredible sim racing content and even has a video on how to make your very own liveries just as cool as mine. So please do go check him out. His channel link will be in the description, and as always alongside my Discord server link too. But now I've spoken enough, so without further ado, let's head to the track. So here we are on the out lap, getting ready to go green. We are here in P30 and there it is, the lights are out. Oh, the lights go green and we are underway. James behind gives us a little tap and we almost lose it right on the straight, and that would have caused an absolutely gigantic pile-up. But we managed to keep it going forwards with 0x as well. But now we head into turn 1 and this is absolutely hectic. Cars everywhere and we are just getting overtaken round the outside by about 3 cars and maybe even a 4th, as Ryan Larkin is looking for a move around the outside. He's got the speed, and in the end I'm not going to fight him here. I'm going to let him through. I don't want any accidents on the opening lap for me. And just like that, in the matter of 1 corner, we have dropped to second last, P19, and that is only thanks to Arne starting in the pits. But we've got to get a head down, make some moves. We are sitting on 1.7k in a top split race, so I don't need too many to get up to 1.8k, and that is the goal for this race. But now we go into this little right-hander here onto a short straight. The cars in front are in absolute massive packs, and we are looking to get up a position. Ryan Larkin in front is all over the back of Matthew, and as you see from his gyro on the left, we go through this medium speed corner and he's going to keep his foot planted to the floor even though he's rubbing against the back of Matthew, and that spins him round, and there we are, up 1 more position into P18. I believe Ryan Larkin does end up apologizing, but that has helped us massively. But now we come around to the end of the first lap. As you can see up in front where that red arrow is pointing in, there is a massive crash. Absolutely massive. We are getting on the brakes. There's about 20, okay, not 20 cars, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but there is maybe 5, 6, 7 cars, and we are keeping it slow. Maybe not the quickest we could have gone through there, but we do not want any accidents whatsoever. And just like that, we've jumped from P18 up to P14, so that's 4 positions. And the car, the yellow car of Mark Taylor in front, he is slow, and you can see the amount of damage he has on his left hand side there. And as we go through the corner, you can see there's a car spun on the apex, so we're going to avoid. So that is us up another position, and we are now in P13. But Mark Taylor has lots of damage, so let's see if we can capitalize on this and make the move. He might have to end up coming to the pits anyway, but we just want the move. We want the confidence of sending someone or overtaking them. So as we come into the zone, braking zone, we brake nice and nicely, get the car turned in, come around the corner, we get a good run onto the short little straight. Mark is seriously struggling. You can see him, the rear end going left and right as he struggles with his probably wheel damage, I assume. Look at that car, absolutely destroyed. And we get a brilliant run onto this little banked corner straight, but in the end he pulls up high and lets us through. And I do end up thanking him for that, as he didn't want to fight it. He knew he had the damage, there's nothing he could do. So I moved up a place and I'm into P12 as we head around the banked corner. But here is a replay then of the leaders' crash. They were also miles ahead. They had way more speed than the rest of us. You can see Mark there is pushing the leading car. I'm not quite sure of his name, but as they come into this turning section, he gives him a little touch and he loses it, comes across, and there's 3 cars pinned to the wall, and then he comes out and hits the other car into the wall. And then there's absolute carnage everywhere as another blue car, 2 blue cars get absolutely hammered into each other, and you can see us in the background going slow, just trying to get through it safely. But here we are from a perspective of one of the blue cars. He's trailing behind this black and lime car, nice and close. He's in the slipstream. He can see a little bit of carnage ahead, but then this car in front of him just pulls out and he just smacks straight into the back of Taylor, not knowing he was there because of the way the car in front pulled out, and that will definitely be his race over. But we head to lap 2, and if you look up ahead into the chicane, cars are going wide. The purple car goes wide, and we send it down the inside. Oh my goodness, we get so close. But we can't worry about that as Ryan Larkin is on our outside, and we're going to go for it. He is super slow because I believe he made contact with one of the cars through there, and that is us up another position. But it doesn't last long, as on lap 3, Ryan is all over the back of us, and he is very, very quick, much quicker than us anyway. And he is going to go for it down the inside of this little S section here. And again, he gets the move done, and I'm not going to fight him for this. I'm going to tuck in behind him and keep going on the race. We do not want any accidents, as I have said before. Safety rating is another big push for us, as we almost lose it there. The rear end stepping out as we bumped over the curb. But we are looking for a bit of safety rating. We want to get back up into B class. We were once at A class, but a few weeks of bad racing brought us right down to C. So we are looking to push it back up. So we need the safe, clean racing. We are currently on 0x, which is brilliant. That is exactly what I need. But even better, we are in P11 and currently gaining 17, which is also a very, very good result. Even for now, in top split with a strength of field of 2.3k, I will happily take that. But here's a replay then of that chicane accident. It looks like he just loses it on his own, but then Ryan just gives that car, number 20 car, a big bump, and that makes him lose it. But here is how close we got to the purple car. As we go in slow-mo, you can see, oh, that is mere centimeters away. But luckily, no damage. As we head onto the final lap of the race, we've got Matthew Brunt, Simon Wareham, and Christian Struyken, a back marker up in front. Christian is not letting them through. He is holding them off. A little bit like our last Summer Point race, if you do remember. And if you don't, click on it in the top right, because it was an absolute cracker. But yes, if you do not remember, we had a back marker holding up the cars behind us, which in that instance helped us because it allowed us to pull away. But this time it's helping us because we are gaining and closing in on them on the final lap. Are we going to be able to get another 2 positions maybe? Even more I-rating gain, that would be absolutely brilliant. But Christian is doing us absolutely big favors up front, defending them viciously, not letting them through. And we are gaining and gaining now within a second from Simon Wareham. And Matthew is even within a second now. And this is going to be super, super tight. We need to make sure we get a good run onto this back straight. We get the corner done really, really well. And that is going to allow us a very good run, as there is another car on the outside there. So then we're up into P10. Not quite sure what happened to him, but it doesn't matter. We are in P10 and Simon and Matthew are right in front. We are in their slipstream 100%. Let's see if we can reel them in for the chicane. Maybe they make a mistake. And if not, we just got to make sure we capitalize on the chicane. Get a really good run. A very good run onto the back straight around the banked corner. And maybe get the move done on the straight. As you can see, we are gaining on Matthew. But I'm going to let off lightly just so I don't get too close into the chicane. It is not the best chicane, but we focus on the exit and we get a pretty good one. And now we are within 0.5 of Matthew, 0.7 of Simon. We're going to pull into the slipstream. Christian is up high, kind of letting us through. I'm not quite sure what he's doing, to be honest, but he's letting us through, I suppose. But we are gaining and gaining on Matthew. Look at the run with the slipstream. We're going to pull to the inside. We only have one way to go, and that's straight between Matthew and Christian, the back marker. We have pulled in front of Matthew, and that is the move done. But maybe we can get Simon as well. But it's just not going to be enough. If we had maybe another lap, we could have got him. But wow, what an eventful race that was. What a race. Here are the results from that crazy, crazy race then. As you can see, we gained 0.1 safety rating. Exactly what I was after. We are closing in on that 3, and that will hopefully get us to B class. But even bigger than that, 36 I rating. That means we have broken into the 1.8Ks. And that is now officially the highest I have ever been. And if you want to learn how to get that high, just like I have, then watch this video on screen right now. But I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.